What's going on, man? Another day, which means I have more free picks for you. Our last free pick video did pretty solid, especially in the NBA, made some profit there. So all I want to ask before we jump straight into this video is number one, go down, hit that like button. Number two, hit the subscribe button while you're down there so you don't miss any videos like this going forward. I put these videos out for completely free, trying to help you out. So if you could go do that, I'd really appreciate it. And now we can jump straight into the video where I have 3 MLB props and 3 NBA props that I love a lot. So 6 total picks. And now the first thing that we have to talk about before we get straight into the picks is this Discord that you see on the screen. The reason I'm telling you about it is because in this Discord, I give away free plays every single day. Right here, you can see we give write-ups on some of them. We just released AI picks. I built a software over the last year, and it's been absolutely cashing me out. We didn't have the greatest day today. Of course, the first day opening it, we didn't have a great day. That usually is how my luck works, but I promise you, in the long term, you're going to make money if you stick with it. I've been using this system for over 6 months now. It's been profitable every single month. So I promise you, get in here, get these AI picks. It's going to be worth it. They're completely free. I mean, you can see all the wins ever since this Discord is opened. Wins on wins on wins. Literally everything you can ever imagine. You're going to get big wins in here. Player props, games, spreads, money lines, totals, whatever you want to talk about in here, you can come talk about it, ask questions. I'll help you out, and other people in the Discord will be able to help you out as well. So get in here. I promise you it's worth your time. It's completely free. It's going to be the first link down below in the description and then also in the pinned comment. So go click it, hit join. It's completely free, no strings attached. And now we can get straight in to the video. And we're going to be putting this or these picks in on Dabble. And the reason why I like Dabble so much is if you go use my code FBL, they're going to give you a completely free $25, and you literally don't have to deposit anything. You don't have to deposit one single dollar. You don't have to do anything at all. All you have to do is sign up and use my code FBL, and you'll get a completely free 25. That's literally all you have to do. And they also have some of the best lines around. You're going to find good edges on a lot of their picks. You'll see what I'm talking about when you get in there. I promise you, you're going to want to get on Dabble. Free $25, FBL. Got to use this code to get the free 25. But if you go use my code, get this free 25, you can literally turn it into whatever you put. So say you put a $25 parlay in, you turn it into 75, you can pull that 75 out. Now, obviously, if you lose, you lose. But to get a free 25 to do this with is insane value. So go jump in there. Go get on it. I actually recommend betting on Dabble for certain things. When you find edges on picks, you'll see somebody's points line at 16.5, and then on Dabble, they'll have it at 16. So if you were taking the over, obviously you'd rather have the 16-point line instead of the 16.5-point line. And Dabble messes stuff up like that all the time because it's a new app. And what's so great about that is you get the free 25, and then even if you lose it, you can stay on the app, deposit if you want to, and you can get some edges there. But now we can jump straight into the first pick. And like I said, it's going to be on Dabble, and it's going to be that guy, Jalen Green, to go over his points line or under his points line at this line of 15.5. Now, the reason I like this is number one, his hit rate in his last 5 and last 10. You can see he's under in 7 out of 10 games in his last 10. And then 4 of his last 5 games, only averaging 14.6 points per game. And these 5 games right here are all against the Warriors, and that's why I like this pick so much. He has proven to me time and time again that he struggles to score points against the Warriors. The only game that he scored a lot was this one outlier game, and that's what is holding his average up to 14.6. Without this game, he's averaging under 10 points, which is obviously a lot better, but still, even with this huge game, he's still only averaging 14.6, and that's why I like this pick so much. The Warriors are a terrible matchup for him, and you can see that by the fact that in head-to-head matchups, he is under this mark in 9 of 13, still averaging under 15.5 by a long shot. He went over in these 2 games, went over here, and then went over here, but in every other game, he has went under this mark by quite a big mark, except this one, he had 14, so kind of close. But every other game, you see a 7, a 9, a 7, a 9, 8, 11. So this looks really good to me. He struggles to score points against the Warriors. He struggled this whole series to play good and score points. And I'm going to roll with it once again because I don't think he's going to score over 15.5. And that's going to be my first pick. So Jalen Green under 15.5. Now, for my second pick, we're going to move over to the MLB because, like I said, I have 3 free MLB and 3 free NBA. And the first MLB pick is going to be Aaron Judge to go over 1.5 total bases. He absolutely cashed this out, or he's been cashing this out in his last 5 games. As you can see, 5 in a row, averaging 3.8 bases per game, which is just absolutely ridiculous. In baseball, you try to find guys that are on heaters and ride the heater out until it goes dry. And that's what I'm trying to do here. So in his last 5, he's crushing it. Last 10, he's also crushing it. And then on the season, he's still doing a pretty good job, averaging 2.87 bases per game, going over at a 68% rate in 31 games, which is obviously exactly what you want to see. So that's the first reason I like it. Now, the second reason I like it, if you scroll down here, what you're going to see is against the pitcher that he's going to be facing. He is currently hitting .333 against them in his career, which is obviously outstanding. It's exactly what you want if you're taking somebody over bases. And he also, this pitcher, struggles more against right-handed batters. You can see his ERA is already not the greatest at 4.2, but against righties, it jumps up to 4.5, so even worse. So that, combined with Aaron Judge hitting .333 against him, and the hit rate on the season in the last 20, last 10, and last 5 is why I'm taking this pick, and that's going to be my second official pick of the video. Now, for my third pick, we're going to go back over to this NBA slip that I have over here, and the second pick is going to be that guy, Draymond Green, to go under his PRA, points, rebounds, and assists at this line of 19.5. And I like this pick for a bunch of different reasons. So, first things first, all series long, he hasn't really gotten close to this mark except once where he had 19, still went under. And that's led to him only averaging 14.2 PRA in this series. And that's the main reason why I think this line is just way too high. 19.5 is too high of a mark. It needs to be at least down to 18.5, maybe even 17.5 if I was going to be scared to take it. But at 19.5, I'm hammering this all day long. So I would go get on this as quick as you can before anything changes. You can see in his last 5, he's under in 5 out of 5. Last 10, 7 out of 10. Last 20, 13 of 20. Still averaging under this mark at just 18.25. And the biggest reason why I like this is his head-to-head matchups against the Rockets. In his last 11 games, he's only averaging 16.36 PRA, which is well below this mark. And he's under in 9 of 11 games, which is obviously an amazing hit rate. So once again, we're going to ride with what has been happening as of late in the playoffs. He's under in 5 straight games against the Rockets, so I don't see any reason why he would go over in this game. Take Draymond Green to go under 19.5 PRA. I absolutely love it. Now, for my fourth pick, we're moving back over to the MLB. And right here, we're going to be taking that guy Heston to go under his hits, runs, and RBIs at this line of 1.5. In his last 5, he's under in 4 out of 5, averaging just 0.6 a game. Last 10, it gets even better. He's going under in 9 out of 10, averaging just 0.4 a game. And then in his last 20, he is under this mark in 70% of games, averaging 1.2, still under this 1.5 mark, which is exactly what you want to see. Now, to go along with this, we of course got to look at the matchup. And the matchup in this game, he's going to be facing a pitcher whose ERA gets a lot better when he faces left-handed batters, and that's, of course, what Heston is. So against lefties, this pitcher's ERA goes from 3.38 on average, which is already pretty solid, down to 2.45, which is elite. So against lefties this year, he has been an elite pitcher, and that's the number one reason why I like this matchup, or the number one reason why I like this pick so much. The hit rate is the first thing I saw, and it stood out to me. But the second reason why I like this pick so much is how well this guy is pitching against left-handed batters. I think we have a great matchup here with a guy that doesn't go over this mark very consistently. And when those two things are paired together, it's a great pick, and that's why I'm taking it. So that's my fourth pick. Go lock it in. Under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And now we can move over to my last NBA pick, which is going to be that guy, Dylan Brooks, to go over his PRA line. But real quick, before I tell you what that line is, I do want to remind you to go use code FBL on Dabble. Get your free 25. You can put it on this play if you want to that I'm giving, or put it on these picks that I'm giving away in this video right now. Code FBL, a completely free 25, no strings attached, no deposit needed. Go get it. I promise you it's worth it. right here, free to 25, no deposit needed. A lot of people have been taking advantage of this off these videos and in the Discord. I promise you, it's a real thing. It's not fake. Go try it out for yourself. You don't got to deposit anything. Get your 25. And then also think about staying on Dabble and using it because of the edges you get on lines. But with that being said, we can get right back into Dylan Brooks going over his PRA line at this line of 16.5. So in his last 5, he's over in 4 to 5, averaging 20 PRA a game. Last 10, 7 of 10, averaging 19.4. And then in his last 20, he's also been a beast, going over at a 70% rate, averaging 20 a game, which is obviously exactly what you want to see. Now, just like with the other NBA picks, you want to look at what they've done in their current series. And in this current series, he is over in 4 out of 5 games, averaging 20 a game, going over now in 4 games in a row. We all know Dylan Brooks, the type of guy he is. He obviously has a lot of beef with the Warriors, so I'm sure he's going to have a ton of motivation to come in here and win this game on Friday. Obviously, that plays into it, and what also plays into it is, number 1, he's over 4 games in a row, but number 2, the one time that he went under this mark, he barely went under in a very, very low-scoring game. The score was 95 to 85, which obviously is low scoring, and he still had 16, barely going under this mark, and that's why I think this line is just way too low. If I was a sports book, I would probably bump it up to 18.5. That makes a lot more sense. So at 16.5, I think we're getting a huge, huge edge. So go lock this one in, 16.5, Dylan Brooks, PRA. And now we can get into my last pick of the video for the MLB, which is going to be Merrill Kelly to go under 5.5 hits allowed. This season so far, he's under this mark in 5 of 6, averaging just 4 hits allowed per game. That's the number 1 reason I like it. And then the number 2 reason I like it is he's playing the Phillies, and the last time that he faced them, he only allowed 3 hits in a game that was pretty high scoring. So if he can only allow 3 hits in their last matchup, why couldn't he do it again, especially with how he's been pitching so far this year? So I'm locking this in. I love it. 5.5 under hits allowed, Merrill Kelly. And those are my 6 picks. Go lock them in. And until next time, let's all go print some money.